And I want to help organizations run change projects which do deliver the effect of the change, that do deliver benefits for the organization, do deliver value for all the shareholders, and change projects which are characterized by joy. Change as fun. Wouldn't that be a nice thing? And I want to help organizations have change projects which do not just deliver the benefits and bottom line benefit and all that wonderful stuff and return on investment and shareholder stuff, and which are characterized by joy, but which also produce for the individuals involved personal development and growth. Because change does that to you. You lose your job, there's a change, there's a personal development opportunity. You get involved in a project which goes, there's a personal growth opportunity. You get downsized, there's a personal growth opportunity. So I would like to help organizations have change projects which don't just deliver the benefits, aren't just characterized by joy and fun and playfulness, also deliver the personal development, but also leave the organization, once this change has gone through, in a better state than it was before. Not just having the project successfully implemented within it, but better able to cope with change going forward and to create a better future. That's my vision, and yes, I am still taking the medication. I am a management consultant, and fiercely proud of it. A male management consultant, as they say, somebody who knows 300 different ways to make love to a woman, but doesn't actually have a girlfriend himself. Yeah. I am married, but I don't know 300 different ways to make love to a woman. And the fact that I am a management consultant in change is not perhaps even an interesting thing or a different thing. There are lots of management consultants in change. But I would like to think that the approach that I have to the human side of things in organizations is a little bit out of the box, a little bit contrarian, is a little bit provocative. Yeah. And how might I, the best way to explain that to you is in the titles of the first 4 books that I wrote. The first book was called How to Make Work Fun, which was a book about making work fun. The second book I wrote, I used to make it easy in those days. The second book I wrote for the Native American medicine movement. It was called Sacred Business. I'm not making this up, but it was called Sacred Business. It's about the spiritual and community aspects of work. The third book, as Philip kindly said, was called The Corporate Fool, and suggested that organizations might be healthier places, more open to change, if more of us could model ourselves less on becoming the next king, or the next captain of the army, or the next noble, but model ourselves more on being the corporate jester, the truth bringer into the king's court, the challenger of the norms. And my fourth book was called Smart Things to Know About Change, which is of course a book about fly fishing. And all of those books are brought together by a single idea that the individual can interact with other individuals to create a changing and healthy organization. And what all of those books are looking for is a balance between organizations which are good for the bottom line and good for the soul. There is nobody in this room who is more interested in me than making wealth so that their family and their loved ones can live happy and successful lives. But I think there's a bit of a waste if at the same time you sell your soul in return for that money, or you don't develop yourself as a human being. So that possibility that organizations can be places where we generate wealth for us and for our shareholders, and that they are places of joy and personal